Welcome back to Mathematical Spectrum. I am Arya Ajay. I am studying in class 11. In today's section, we are going to study the chapter polynomials. Today, first we are going to discuss the relationship between zeros and coefficient of a cubic polynomial. What is the general form of a cubic polynomial? A cubic polynomial can be generally written as ax cubed plus bx squared plus cx plus d. Here a is the coefficient of x cubed, b is the coefficient of x squared, c is the coefficient of x and d is the constant term. We already discussed that a cubic polynomial has almost 3 zeros possible, and we can name the 3 roots as alpha, beta and gamma. Okay, so what is the sum of the root? And sum of the root, that is alpha plus beta plus gamma, can be generally written as minus b by a. The sum of the root, that is alpha plus beta plus gamma, can be generally written as minus b by a, where b is the coefficient of x squared and a is the coefficient of x cube. Okay. Now, alpha beta plus beta gamma plus alpha gamma can be written as. That means the sum of the product of the roots taken 2 at a time. രണ്ട് roots എടുത്തിട്ട് അതിന്റെ പ്രോഡക്റ്റുകളുടെ sum and can be written as c by a, where c is the coefficient of x. It is the coefficient of x divided by a, and here a is the coefficient of x cube. Okay, coefficient of x cube. Now, what is the product of roots? Product of roots can be written as alpha beta gamma, and it is equal to minus d by a. Okay, so this product of roots can be generally written as minus d by a, where d is the constant term and a is the coefficient of x cube. That means it can be written as negative of constant term divided by coefficient of x cube. Okay, so we can generally take the roots of the cubic polynomial as alpha, beta and gamma, and the sum of the roots will be equals to minus b by a, where b is the coefficient of x squared and a is the coefficient of x cube. Now, alpha beta plus beta gamma plus alpha gamma, that is the sum of the product of roots taken 2 at a time, and which is equal to c by a. Okay, that is the coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x cube. Now, the product of roots, and that is alpha beta gamma, is equal to minus d by a, that is equal to negative of constant term divided by coefficient of x cube. Now, we can discuss some question to make the concept clear. This is our question. The question says that if two zeros of the polynomial f of x is equal to x cube minus 4x squared minus 3x plus 12 are root 3 and minus root 3, we have to find the third zero. Okay, and this is a question asked in the year 2010. Okay, and the given polynomial is x cube minus 4x squared minus 3x plus 12, and two zeros are given, and that is equal to root 3 and minus root 3. We have to find the third zero. So the given polynomial is x cube minus 4x squared minus 3x plus 12. This is a cubic polynomial. We already discussed that a cubic polynomial has at most 3 zeros possible, and one of the zeros is given as root 3. Another zero is given as minus root 3. We have to find the third zero, which is taken as gamma. Okay, we have to find the third zero. We already discussed the relationship between zeros and coefficient of a cubic polynomial, and the sum of the zeros, that is alpha plus beta plus gamma, and that will be equals to minus b by a. Minus b by a, where b is the coefficient of x squared and a is the coefficient of x cube. And here a is equal to, that is, it is a coefficient of x cube, and that is equal to 1. And b here equal to the coefficient of x squared. Here the coefficient of x squared is minus 4. So we can put it in this relation, and it is equal to minus of b is equal to minus 4. Okay, so minus 4 by a, and here a is 1, so which is equal to 4. Now we can substitute the value of alpha and beta in this relation. So alpha is equal to root 3 and beta is equal to minus root 3 plus gamma will be equals to 4. So this will get cancelled, which means gamma is equal to 4. So we got the third zero of this cubic polynomial. Okay, and in this question we are given two of its zeros and the question is to find the third zero. So മൂന്നാമത്തെ zero കണ്ടുപിടിക്കാൻ we have to take the usual relation, and that is sum of the roots of a cubic polynomial is equal to negative of the coefficient of x squared divided by coefficient of x cubed, and in this relation it is equal to 4. Okay, now we have to put the value of the given zeros and have to find the third zero. Okay, now we can discuss the next topic, that is division algorithm for polynomials. Division algorithm. Let's consider a polynomial p of x. P of x. If it is divided by another polynomial g of x, okay, we get the coefficient as q of x and the remainder as r of x. Let's consider that a polynomial p of x is divided by another polynomial g of x and the quotient obtained in that case is q of x and the remainder is r of x. Okay, and from this division algorithm we can write that p of x is equal to g of x into q of x plus r of x. Here p of x is the dividend and g of x is the divisor into q of x is the quotient plus the remainder. So dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder is the division algorithm. Okay, that means here p of x is the dividend, g of x is the divisor. This is the dividend, this is the dividend, and this is the divisor. This is the quotient, and this is the remainder. We can say that this dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder, and this is the division algorithm for polynomials. Okay, this is our next question, and this is a question which is asked in the year 2009. Okay, the question says that if the polynomial 6x raised to 4 plus 8x cubed plus 17x squared plus 21x plus 7 is divided by another polynomial 3x squared plus 4x plus 1, the remainder comes out to be ax plus b. We have to find the value of a and b. And here the given polynomial is 6x raised to 4. But f of x is 6x raised to 4 plus 8x cubed plus 17x squared plus 21x plus 7. Okay, and the divisor is given as, okay, that is g of x, and g of x is given as 3x squared plus 4x plus 1. It is given that when we do this division, the remainder comes out to be ax plus b. So we have to find the value of a and b. Okay, we can divide it. So 6x raised to 4 plus 8x cubed plus 17x squared plus 21x plus 7 when divided by 3x squared plus 4x plus 1. So first of all, we have to divide this 6x raised to 4 by 3x squared. Okay, when this 6x raised to 4 is divided by 3x squared, we are getting 2x squared. Okay, so we have to put here 2x squared. Then we have to multiply this 2x squared by each of these terms. 2x squared into 3x squared, and which is equal to 6x raised to 4 plus 2x squared into 4x. 2x squared into 4x is equal to 8x cubed. Okay, it can be written as 8x cubed plus 2x squared into 1, and which is equal to 2x squared. 2x squared. Now we have to subtract this 2. That is 6x raised to 4 minus 6x raised to 4, which is equal to 0, plus 8x raised to 3 minus 8x raised to 3, which is again 0, plus 17x square minus 2x square, and which is equal to 15x square, plus 21x plus 7. Now we have to divide this 15x square by 3x square. Okay. So 15x square when divided by 3x square, we are getting the answer as 5. So plus 5. We have to give the number 5 here. Now we have to multiply all these terms by 5. So 5 into 3x square, which is equal to 15x square. Okay. 15x square plus 5 into 4x, and which is equal to 20x. So this is 20x plus 5 into 1, which is equal to 5. Now we have to subtract it, and 15x square minus 15x square comes out to be 0, plus 21x minus 20x, which is equal to x, plus 7 minus 5, which is equal to 2. Okay. Now it is given that the remainder is equal to ax plus b. We got the remainder as x plus 2. So we have to equate this to x plus 2. So this will be equals to, that means here a is the coefficient of x. A is the coefficient of x, and here the coefficient of x is equal to 1. So here a is equal to 1 and b is equal to 2. Thus we got the value of a and b. So if we got a question like this, first of all we have to divide this polynomial by this polynomial. Okay. Adivine nammal ee polynomial iduvaittu divide cheyanam. Then we are getting a remainder, and we have to equate the remainder to 2ax plus b. That thanniരിക്കുന്ന remainder നോട് equate ചെയ്യണം. So from that we will get the value of a and b. Okay. Now we obtain the value of a and b as 1 and 2. Next class we can discuss more questions from the previous year's board question papers. Please subscribe my YouTube channel and press the bell icon and get notified when the video drops. Thank you for watching.